There's no type of game like a rivalry game, and for the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals, this is their biggest rival, a sibling rivalry, if you will. As today, here at the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals baseball complex on the Catonsville campus of the Community College, Baltimore County, we are live for sibling rivalry as the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals take on their sister school, CCBC Essex. Hello, folks. This is Isaac Donsky here, ready to bring you all of the action, and as always, welcome to Game 2 of Rematch Week, where the Cardinals face their arch rivals and opponents from last year's Region 20 tournament. For those of you who tuned in last time, the Cardinals faced off against the Skipjacks of Chesapeake College, splitting the series. Today, it's a rematch of last year's Region 20 semifinals as the Cardinals face off against the Knights of CCBC Essex. Two excellent games of baseball that were played last year during the Region Tournament at this very field are now going to be repeated in a doubleheader today. Now, we don't have the starting lineup for CCBC Essex just yet. Their season has been a rough one, 4-10 on the year, a bit of a slow start. They're looking to try and regroup. We'll have that lineup as soon as we do. In the meantime, we do have the starting lineup for CCBC Catonsville, and let's go ahead and give it to you right now. Batting first for the Cardinals today and playing center field will be the minister of the stolen base and the most feared leadoff hitter in all of Region 20, number 27, the sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, Angelo Ramirez. Batting second will be the hometown kid from right here in Catonsville, Maryland. Playing out in left field will be J-Dubs, number 17, Jalen Williams, the freshman from Catonsville. Batting third for the Cardinals and playing the shortstop position will be Sticks, the Dust Devil, number 11, Moises Aristi Jr., the sophomore out of Bowie, Maryland. Batting fourth today and catching for the Cardinals will be Big Tone, Tony DeAngeli, the sophomore from Columbia, Maryland. Batting fifth will be the Big Cat, Snacks, Nick Sturgio, the freshman and first baseman from Arnold, Maryland. Batting sixth and serving as the designated hitter for the Cardinals today will be the sophomore from Maitland, Florida, number 16, Pistol Pete Howell. Batting seventh for the Cardinals today and playing third base will be the freshman out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, number 8, Alex Valdez. Batting eighth for the Cardinals and playing in right field will be the Big Dipper, number 18, sophomore from Stone Mountain, Georgia, Miles Bowens. And finally, batting ninth and playing second base for the Cardinals today will be Catonsville's own Manny Ramirez. Number 1, the sophomore out of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Orlando Perez Jr. The starting pitcher today for the Cardinals will be the freshman from Hereford, Maryland, number 19, Cecil Barone. We'll be right back with the starting lineup for Essex as soon as we get it. And we'll be back in approximately 15 minutes for the start of today's contest. Cardinals and Knights coming right up here on the Cardinals Network. That's a rhetorical question. I mess up occasionally. Every so often I screw up.
I was like, when's he going to stand? Okay, there it goes.
Number 10, that's Oscar. Oscar Vicente Martinez. He helped with the region soccer tournament. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the starting lineup for Essex. Apologies for the delay there. So let's take a look at who will be batting where and playing what position for the CCBC Essex Knights. Batting first and playing in left field will be a sophomore out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 10, Huáscar Vicente Martinez. Batting second and playing the shortstop position will be a sophomore from Reading, Pennsylvania, number 11, Likely Taveras Jimenez. Batting third and playing center field will be a sophomore from Brooklyn, New York, number 22, Sammy Canella. Batting fourth and playing third base will be a freshman from Round Hill, Virginia, number 29, J.D. Robinson. Batting fifth and playing first base will be a sophomore from Brooklyn, New York, number 34, Kai Higginson. Batting sixth and serving as the designated hitter today for the Knights will be a sophomore from Frederick, Maryland, number 2, Joey Galloway. Batting seventh and playing in right field will be a sophomore from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 3, Shice Roman. Batting eighth and catching today for the Knights will be a freshman from Jupiter, Florida, number 36, Jesse Downey. Finally, batting ninth and playing second base will be a sophomore from Wellington, Florida, number 5, Daniel Salgado. The starting pitcher today for the Knights for Game 1 will be freshman number 26, Trevor Vera. We'll be back in approximately 15 minutes for the start of today's contest.
He says that with tongue in cheek. I don't think I've seen him play the field all so far. Okay, Miles, right? Yep. Okay. Batting ninth is number 1, Perez at second. Pitching. Number 19, Barone. Am I plugged in?
Yes.
Test 1, 2. Not even close to me.
It would help if the power switch was turned on.
That would probably work. Can we try again?
Feel free.
Test 1, 2. That's too loud. Down a notch or 2. Test 1, 2. Test. Sounds good.
I want to sit down. I'll scoot over a little bit so you can see the screen. Yeah. hopefully these games will be a little simpler than the ones on Monday.
You mean no having two
Battery
interference calls?
Yeah. Everyone should just stand where they're supposed to stand. Let things happen normally.
That was quite a back and forth game too.
Yeah.
The first one in particular. Second game got to the bottom of the third inning and just stopped.
I think everyone was just tired.
Well, that could be. It was just kind of weird because I went back, and then the other thing that I didn't realize is we retired the last 11 hitters.
Yeah.
After one of them was a double play, and then we retired, and that started a string of 11 straight outs.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But, I think it's kind of wild that kids have to
See the field.
do the field.
I was kind of shocked by that too when I first saw
I
it.
mean, it's I don't have any objections to it, but it's just kind of bizarre.
I don't think softball does.
I don't remember whether they do or not.
Because like when I got here the first day, the field like wasn't set up. I was like confused. But softballs was set up for their game. So
Bradley. Come on, man. That's you can't say that.
I did. Say what? What happened?
You can't say that about the Orioles. You know how many people here would kick your ass?
You got something to move the camera?
Oh, they're great.
Well, Abby said to remind us that if shit hits the fan, we gotta move the camera off the field.
What?
Like if they get into like a
fight?
altercation.
Why would they do that?
Essex and Catonsville don't like each other.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Remember, sister schools
Yeah.
share the same name, play each other twice a year. In this case, they're playing each other back to back.
Well, if they get to scrapping, I'm gonna be
Fight,
like, fight.
Battled not once but twice in the region tournament, including in the semifinals, in which they each took a game off of each other. Essex wants revenge. Catonsville is second in Region 20 right now, only trailing Frederick, and wants to establish themselves as the team to beat, which I think they already are. Because if you look at them, with the exception of a few games during the Florida road trip to kick off the year, every game has either come down to the wire or been extremely close, or a blowout. Like, the best way to prove yourself as a contender in Region 20 right now is to go and play Catonsville. And even if you beat them, you won't feel like you beat them. It will be by the slimmest of margins. You'll be in the bus on the way back just sitting there like, we didn't win. We beat them, but we still lost. Like the Chesapeake games. Like, I know Chesapeake was kicking themselves. It's like, we could have beaten them way worse, but their pitcher was so good.
Well,
Essex, meanwhile, they're having a really rough start to the year. They're 4-10. They've struggled, so...
They've only played Allegheny. They've only played Allegheny in Region 20.
you know what the answer is, right?
What?
If they're struggling, continue it.
Yeah.
Umpires thanking God for the weather.
Beautiful.
It is. Wind's blowing out. Somewhat warm.
Yeah.
Wind is blowing that way,
Yeah,
so...
It's
Which is
not
not
hitting
bad.
balls that way.
You have to actually sit down today.
Yeah.
Right.
Spend all day standing in the sun.
I can't wait to roast half of my face again.
Yeah. So breezy.
Here comes Coach Blue. So, as the umpires and the two managers are meeting at home plate, we welcome you back. The Cardinals will be wearing their traditional home reds today with white numbers, white pants, black trim. Essex will be wearing navy blue with white pants, white numbers, and gold trim. Last meeting between these two teams again was in the Region 20 tournament. Catonsville won that game to advance to the finals against Frederick. Taking a look at the region tournament region standings right now, Catonsville is actually sitting second in the standings, right behind Frederick. Meanwhile, Essex, they're towards the bottom of the standings, but keep in mind they have not played a lot of region games yet. Catonsville has played a handful of region games. They played Dundalk twice and Chesapeake twice. They're 3-1 in region play. Frederick undefeated. Cardinals players huddled up in their pregame prayer. Essex players milling around in the dugout as the discussion at home plate finishes up. Cardinal pitcher Dan Delaney making finishing touches to the Catonsville to the pitcher's mound. And a couple other Cardinals players are redrawing the foul lines. A lot of work goes into keep making this field the way it is. It's a windy day today. A few specks of cloud in the sky, but mostly warm temperatures, very sunny. And perhaps most notably, the wind is not very present. There's a few gusts that come through here. It is blowing in the direction of right field, so expect a lot of fly balls to head that way. Big shout out to all of our employees here at CCBC Catonsville, including our full-time, part-time, and our interns for helping get us underway. I'm once again joined up here by my stat guru, Tommy, who will also spot for me in case I miss anything. Should be a good pair of games here. By the way, this is the only action going on the Catonsville campus today. We also have CCBC Catonsville softball kicking with first pitch at 3 o'clock as they take on Montgomery College. And good luck to the Cardinals ladies. We'll have live broadcasts of their games this weekend against Niagara Community College on Saturday and WVU Potomac State on Sunday. Cardinals are getting ready to take to the field. Essex batters are getting in position. We're all set here for game one of a two-game rivalry series. This doubleheader, one of the most anticipated matchups of the season, is about to get underway as the Cardinals take to the field. Once again, it'll be Big T, Tony DeAngeli catching. Nick Sturgio, the Big Cat, at first base. Second base will be Orlando Perez Jr. Third base will be Alex Valdez. Shortstop will be the Dust Devil, Moises Aristi Jr. And in the outfield, center field, it'll be Jello time, Angelo Ramirez. Left field will be J-Dubs, Jalen Williams, and right field will be the Big Dipper, Miles Bowens. Pitching today for the Cardinals for game one will be Cecil Barone, number 19, the freshman. Barone's season so far, he's made 4 appearances with a record in 0-1, an ERA of 6.46. Allows a batting average of .304. Don't let that deceive you, though. He is a very solid pitcher for the Cardinals. Pitched a complete game earlier this year in some of the contests against some of the New York teams.
Pitching for Catonsville, number 19, Cecil Barone.
And the leadoff hitter for the CCBC Essex Knights will be number 10, Huáscar Vicente Martinez. This season, averaging .292. He's only made 8 appearances this season, with 3 RBIs, 7 hits, including 2 doubles. Slugging percentage of .375. As we are set to get underway here. Beautiful conditions, just in time for what's expected to be a great rivalry game as we get underway. Huáscar walking up to home plate. Barone taking his last few practice pitches. And here we go. Sibling rivalry about to get underway here.
Top of the first for Essex, leading off the left fielder, number 10, Huáscar Vicente Martinez.
As Martinez will face off against Barone as we begin game one of the rivalry. First pitch. Swung on, knocked up, foul. That'll be strike one. Second pitch, swung on and missed. That's going to be an 0-2 hole for Martinez. 0-2 count. Pitch. He pops that one up deep back into left field. It'll be caught by Jello, who comes over from the center field position, and there's the first out. Up next for Essex, number 11, Likery Taveras Jimenez.
Batting second for Essex, the shortstop, number 11, Likery Taveras Jimenez.
He's averaging .278 on the season, has played every game for Essex with 10 hits, including one of the few home runs. As he gets a piece of that, strike one. Oh and 1 count for Jimenez. He belts that one up into right field. It's going to get past Perez, and that'll be a single to start things off.
Batting third for Essex, the center fielder, number 22, Sammy Cannella.
Sammy Cannella, number 22, up next. One of the better batters for Essex. He's averaging .323 on the season with 10 hits. He has a home run and 4 RBIs. Essex has got a lot of power here to start off their lineup as he smashes that one deep into left field. Oh, did J-Dubs catch that? He did! And Jimenez will race back to first. Will he make it? He will. What a catch by Jalen Williams. Another amazing catch. He's had several of those this season.
Batting fourth
What a
for
play.
Essex, the third baseman, number 29, J.D. Robinson.
This will bring up number 29, J.D. Robinson, averaging .259 of the season. I still can't get past that catch, behind the back catch there. As Barone making a quick check in the base, it looks like. Incredible catch there, as Robinson now faces Barone with 2 outs. Pat Tad outside, ball 1. One and 0 count. That one on target, strike one. Evens the count up at 1-1 for Robinson. Barone's pitch. Swung on, knocked up again into left center field. Ramirez calls for it. He will make the catch. And that'll bring it in to the top of the first. The Cardinals with some excellent defensive plays. We're going to head to the bottom of the first.
For Essex in the first, no runs, a base hit, 1 left.
And we'll be right back.
Inning. Essex 0, Catonsville coming to bat.
You know why they appealed at second base? Know why they appealed at second base?
When he's running back, they're making sure he touches the base.
If you run past second base, when you come back, you have to touch the base before you get back.
Gotcha.
How far did he get?
I don't know.
That seems crazy. He got that far.
He's fast. Number 26, Trevor Vera, will be pitching today for CCBC Essex. His
Pitching
season,
for Essex, number 26, Trevor Vieira.
he's made 3 appearances so far this year with an ERA of 9. Has a batting average, allows a batting average of 182, which is the lowest among any pitchers for the Knights. Looking at the other positions real quickly, it'll be Downey catching, Higginson at first, Salgado at second, Jimenez at the shortstop position, Robinson at third base. Then in the outfield, Martinez in left, Roman in right, Cannella at center field. And leading off for the Cardinals will be the sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, the minister of the stolen base, and the most feared leadoff hitter in all of NJCAA Region 20 Division 2. Number 27, it's Jello time, Angelo Ramirez. Batting average of .380 on the season, 30 hits, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, but just 4 RBIs. Keep that in mind. He also has a slugging percentage of .557 at 23 stolen bases. First pitch will be strike 1. Vera not wasting time. Jello gets a piece of that little floater, hits the dirt. It's going to be close. He gets to first for a single. Great start here for the Cardinals as Jello gets his 31st hit of the season, as this brings up the left fielder who just made that spectacular catch, number 17, J-Dubs, Jalen Williams, the freshman out of Catonsville. This season, he's averaging .352, 25 hits, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 21 RBIs. Add into the fact of his excellent fielding skills, and you have one of the best young stars on the Cardinals. First pitch. Jello's going to try and take second. It'll be close. He got it. Stolen base number 24 on the year for Angelo Ramirez.
Let's go.
We are not even at the halfway point of the season, and Jello might be en route to breaking his own record. It's going to take a lot more stolen bases, but it's a factor. It could happen. Got past the catcher. Jello's going to try and take third. He will. A wild pitch gets Jello to third as the count sits at 1-1. Another one got away from the catcher there. As Vera's having some trouble getting on the same page with his catcher. 2-1 count. Williams, a very patient batter, almost always finds his way to get on base, as there's another dropped one by the catcher. 3-1 count, one away for a trot to fourth. Pitch, Williams smacks that up into right field. Ramirez will score, and the Cardinals strike first in the rivalry game off an RBI single from Jalen Williams.
Batting third for Catonsville, the shortstop, number 11, Moises Aristi Jr.
Next up for the Cardinals will be number 11, the shortstop. It sticks, the Dust Devil, Moises Aristi Jr. Hailing out of Bowie, Maryland this season, as he gets fed strike 1. Aristi, .348 batting average, and I should mention, because this got brought up earlier, he was named NJCAA Baseball Player of the Week last week for his fantastic performances. He has blossomed into an amazing star for the Cardinals, as there's ball 1. One of the players you have to watch out for Catonsville. There's a reason his uniform is so dirty, as he chops that one up to the shortstop. Could be a double play. It will be a double play. They get him at first. And 2 quick outs here.
Batting fourth for Catonsville, doing the catching, number 25, Tony DeAngeli.
Next up for the Cardinals will be the catcher, number 25, Big T, Tony DeAngeli out of Columbia, Maryland. This season, he's third in batting average. Woo! He almost got hit there, has to back away. DeAngeli's season, .375 batting average, 18 hits, 2 home runs, and a slugging percentage of .542, as there's ball 2. Last series against Chesapeake, Big T had some excellent hits, including a big home run. We got some little Dust Devils springing up in the infield. Have not had a lot of rain recently, as there's a 3-0 count, and DeAngeli may be headed to first after all. Knock on wood. No, not that time. We'll chalk that up as commentator's curse as he gets fed strike 1. Oh, big smack by DeAngeli into left center field. Center fielder calls for it. He'll make the catch, and that'll bring it into the first. The Cardinals get on the board, though. They lead 1-0 as we head to the second. We'll be right back.
For Catonsville, a run, 2 hits, and nobody left. We played 1 complete. Catonsville 1, Essex 0. Leading off the top half of the second for Essex, the number 5 batter. First baseman, number 34, Kai Higginson.
Wind is picking up here. We got a little bit of cloud cover as we begin the second, and it will be Kai Higginson leading off, the first baseman for Essex, as he gets fed ball 1, and you see the big waves and clouds of dust that come up. Higginson's season so far, he has a batting average of .273. Barone's pitch down the middle, strike 1. Higginson has managed to connect 3 times for making 3 hits, 1 double, and 1 RBI. 1-1. And that one a tad low, ball 2. 2-1 count. Pitch, there's strike 2. 2-2 count. We talked to Barone before the game. He said 19 to 20 strikeouts is what he wants. See if he can get the first one here. 2-2. Yeah, they will get him. It was a little high, but they called it anyway. Strike 3. Higginson will head back. And this will bring up number 2, Joey Galloway.
Essex, the designated hitter, number 2, Joey Galloway.
Graduate from Urbana High School. Averages .368 with 7 hits, 1 double, and 2 RBIs. And he gets some contact and fouls that one away for strike 1. From the sound of that, that must have hit a car. We heard a big bang down in the neighborhood right behind the stadium. It sounds like somebody's car just got walked. As there's a pop-up. Oh, it was dropped. Miscommunication by the Cardinals. Sturgio, the first baseman, tried to come up, but he dropped it, and Galloway will make it to first. There was miscommunication there between Barone, Perez, and Sturgio over who should make that catch. Sturgio ultimately tried to make it, but it landed between all 3 of them. Miscommunication there by the Cardinals, as this will bring up number 3, Chase Roman. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Roman, .222 average with 4 hits and 2 RBIs. One to 0. Pitch. Runner, they'll foul it off. It won't count. That'll be strike 1. And Galloway will head back to first. Galloway has stolen 1 base this season. He's also been caught stealing once. He's only attempted 2 stolen bases. It's always interesting looking at the stolen base numbers for any team the Cardinals play, because no matter what, you know that their player with the most stolen bases is only going to be a distant second to Angelo Ramirez. Strike 2. Chase Roman. 1-2 count. Tying run is at first. Roman will slap another one foul, and again Galloway took off. And Barone probably knows now. It'll keep his eyes peeled. As the umpires run out of baseballs here. 1-2 count. Wind has died down. Sun has come back up after a brief cloud cover. And here comes the pitch. It is slapped up. Aristi fumbles it, hands it to Perez. Did they get the out? They did. That's out number 2. This will get Chais to first, though, as they get Galloway out at second. May have had a double play there, but Aristi fumbled it just a little bit.
Jesse Downey.
As this will bring up number 36, Jesse Downey, the catcher, averaging .273 on the season with 3 hits, 1 double, and 1 RBI. First pitch. He fouls that one back. Fingers crossed doesn't hit a car. And that will bring it to an 0-1 count. Barone's pitch. Down the middle, strike 2. Barone still looking for that first strikeout of the game.
He struck out the first bat.
Oh, he did. That second strikeout, excuse me. Thanks. 0-2. Swing and a miss. There is strike 3. And the Cardinals keep it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
For Essex, no runs, a base hit, 1 left. We played an inning and a half. Catonsville 1, Essex 0.
We'll be right back, folks.
Well, let me clear. Bradley told me he wanted 19.
Since he'd have to strike out every batter for the next like 6 innings.
Yeah, no, but it'd be funny if it does happen.
Well, understand something. He's only got a max of 20.
Yeah.
Unless you go extra, he's only got a max of 20.
Well, the last 3 series we've had for game 1's gone to extras, so could happen. Who's leading off this inning for us? Big Cat, Snacks. I was talking to Kelvin Orlando yesterday. They were mentioning how whenever Sturge is up there, always are yelling different snacks at him. Like, Gogurt, he's throwing Gogurt at you. He's got Oreos. Because they call him Snacks. Because he's the big dude on the team. He's the necessary big
Leading
guy.
off for Catonsville in the second, number 5 batter, first baseman, number 22, Nick Sturgio.
Leading off for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the second will be the Big Cat, the first baseman, Nick Sturgio, out of Arnold, Maryland. As he gets Vera's first pitch, knocks up a cloud of chalk from the batter's box lines for ball 1. Sturgio's season so far, he's averaging .259. He leads the Cardinals with 4 home runs, the most out of anybody. There's ball 2. Big classic power hitter for the Cardinals. 2-0. Pitch. Oh, he smacks that one into left field. Left fielder's back. He will make the catch as Essex outfield continues to do wonders here. Sturgio will head back to the bullpen as this will bring up the designated hitter, number 16, hailing from Maitland, Florida. It's Pistol Pete Howell. I haven't seen Pete a lot this season. He's only started 4 games. He usually comes in as a pinch hitter late in the game, as that is a very wide pitch for ball 1. Averages a 1.58 on the season with 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and 1 double. 2 quick balls here as Vera not wasting any time between pitches. 2-0. Pitch outside again. 3-0. Vera slows just a bit here. Next pitch. There, he tightens up. It gets strike 1. 3-1 count. Pitch. High. Ball 4, and Pistol Pete will head over to first.
Batting 7th for Catonsville, the third baseman, number 8, Alex Valdez.
Batting next for the Cardinals will be one of 2 international players for Catonsville. The third baseman, number 8, Alex Valdez, out of Santo Domingo. Valdez's season so far, .255, 13 hits, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. All around, one of the best hitters the Cardinals have. And he hits a line drive right to the third baseman. We might get another double play here. We will. And that'll bring it into the bottom of the second as Essex gets some big plays from their infield. Cardinals still lead at 1-0 as we're approaching the third inning. We'll be right back.
Nobody left. We played 2 complete. Catonsville 1, Essex 0.
Yeah, it was.
See, averaged nearly 200 drivers per season because so many drivers can get in. Now with sponsorships being more restrictive and there not being as many cars showing up because of costs, we have 36 full-time teams. We have and then a handful of part-time teams, but then you have to count in replacement drivers and then part-timers, and then occasion for the road course races, international drivers. So we still get about 60, 70 drivers per year, but only 36 of them are running for the championship. And
Is it one driver per team?
Sort of. Well, I mean, individual car and driver team, yeah, but organizations can have upwards of 4 or 5 drivers.
Leading off the top of the third for Essex, the second baseman, number 5, Daniel Salgado.
Daniel Salgado, the second baseman, will kick off this third inning here as he leads off for Essex. Salgado averaging 143 as he gets strike one here from Barone. Now, well, we said we wanted about 15 to 20 strikeouts for Barone. He's got 2 so far, so we'll see what happens. There's strike 2. Good start here for Barone. Salgado only has played 9 games this season. 0-2 count. Barone's pitch almost got him. Is going to go up the gap. Aristi grabs it, throws. Oh, he makes the play. The defending NJCAA Baseball Player of the Week with another fantastic play there in the infield. The Dust Devil strikes, and the Cardinals get a quick out. We're back to the top of the order. Huascar Vicente Martinez will now come up to bat. Barone's first pitch. Low, ball 1. One and 0. Ooh, had to jump away from that one. Ball 2. We call it the scoots. Had to scoot away from that ball. Had to scoot. 2-0. Outside, ball 3. Three and 0 count. Pitch. Low. 4 quick balls, and that will send Martinez to first, as this will bring up Lickery Taveras Jimenez.
11, Lickery Taveras Jimenez.
Another player who we saw from last year's team. You know who I missed those from last year's Essex team that Catonsville played 4 times last year was the big first baseman, Armando Prieto. He was something else. Big, huge guy, as there's ball 1, but could hit like a truck. And an excellent first baseman, too. 1-0 count. As Lickery Jimenez tries to give Essex a little jolt here. There's strike 1. Essex currently ranks last among the 3 CCBC campuses, trailing both Dundalk and Catonsville. It's been a difficult start to the season for the Knights after they were one of the top teams last year. Here's a stolen base attempt by Martinez. Did he get there? He did. That is the 4th stolen base of the season for Huascar Martinez. In the meantime, it's a 2-1 count for Jimenez. Two and 1. Pitch. Popped up. Might be available for Aristi. He's getting under it. He's got it. That's the second out. Martinez will remain on second as number 22, Sammy Canella, comes up to bat. I'm always fascinated by the little rituals that batters do before they step into the box. Canella, he stands in the box but facing the opposing dugout and moves his feet back and forth twice. There's always hidden meaning for each player individually behind their stances. As Canella pops that one up, might be playable. D'Angeli running underneath it. It will bounce off the catch fence and lands into the hands of a fan behind us. for strike one. Oh, and 1 count. Martinez. Oh, he got off second. Barone chasing him down. It's going to be close. He throws. It's a game of pickle. Let's see what they get. He got him. A miscalculation by Martinez, and the Cardinals get the out in a bizarre circumstance, and we're going to head to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back.
1-5 on the pickoff.
Third for Essex, no runs, no hits, nobody left. We played 2.5, Catonsville 1, Essex 0.
We got a few other international guys out that Coda did speak to in lower divisions. You know, there's a guy from Dubai who's gonna be racing in the truck race. You know what his name is? Ed Jones from Dubai.
Leading off the top half of the third for Catonsville, the number 8 batter. Right fielder, number 18, Miles Bowens.
Leading off for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the third will be the right fielder, number 18, the Big Dipper, Miles Bowens out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, as he gets fed ball 1. This season, Bowens averaged 185, as there's an inside pitch for ball 2. 12 hits, 1 double, 2 home runs, 9 total RBIs. Solid overall performance this season for Bowens, although he is one of the players who is most likely to be struck out. Keep that in mind. 3-0 count. There is strike 1. Bowen's one of those players who has kind of had some difficulties here at home recently. Kind of struggled. There's a strike. Oh, he thought that was a ball. He tossed his bat away. And it'll be a full count. First time we've seen that tonight. It's a handful of players the Cardinals have who have had some, who in the recent couple of home games have not hit as well as they should. As there is ball 4, and Bowens will walk. That being said, all it takes is one big hit to end a slump. We saw that with Moises Aristi Jr. earlier this season. Next up for the Cardinals will be the second baseman. Hailing out of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands, it's Orlando Perez Jr. .311 batting average this season as he gets fed ball 1. Perez had a 10-game hitting streak to begin the season. Since then has been a tad bit quiet, but he is a very explosive player. You have to watch out for Perez as he gets contact there and fouls it away. He's one of those players who you never want to underestimate because once you let your guard down, he's going to send one flying over the left field fence. Last season, he hit the first home run of the year. Here goes a bunt. Pop-up bunt. Catcher snags it for the out. Are they going to get Bowens? They will. That's another double play for Essex. Is that the third or fourth double play we've seen for Essex this game? The third. That is wild. We're back to the top of the order, and it's Jello time. Angelo Ramirez is up next for the Cardinals. Outside of that one run he scored, Cardinals have kind of struggled here to get past Trevor Vera and the Knights as their strike 1. It has led to this game going by much quicker than anticipated. Still, you'd hope they can get a couple more runs. There's another strike. And Cardinals are 1 strike away from ending the third. Ramirez takes a step back to adjust his grip. Steps up to the plate. 0-2 pitch. Wind up throw outside, bounced off the knee guard of the catcher for ball 1. So it'll be a 1-2 count. Pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll bring it into the inning. We've played 3. We head to the top of the 4th. The Cardinals lead it 1-0. But man, Essex has been tough to hit ever since that first inning. We'll be right back.
No runs, no hits, a walk, and nobody left. We played 3 complete. Catonsville 1, Essex 0.
It's gonna be like what Major League games are like later this week when they start up with the pitch count. Early World Series predictions. Who you
Yeah,
guys
baseball
got?
starts in a week, 2 weeks, something like that.
This week.
This week?
I think so.
Next week.
Next week. Okay. Well, we got our way too early World Series predictions.
It's gonna be Orioles and
Reminder that Canelo's up.
Really? Orioles and Mets?
I say Orioles because I'm Orioles too.
What? Orioles and Mets.
I want Yankees Phillies. I want that.
How about the World Series?
Yeah, there's way too early World Series predictions. Who you got?
Not the Orioles. I'm sorry.
I think the Orioles will be competitive. I think they'll snag the wild card spot. But I don't see them getting past Miami. Yeah. They're building some. I like what I'm seeing there, but they're not going to make the World Series.
I like
But
the fantasy ones.
Yankees won't either. So
hey, this is
play the
our
Astros.
year to finally beat Houston. And
you'll play the Astros and you'll lose again.
Leading off the 4th for Essex, the number 3 batter, center fielder number 22, Sammy Canella.
So it'll be another chance here for Sammy Cannella. Remember, he was the batter up to the plate when the silliness happened with Huascar Martinez back at the last inning. First pitch will be outside, ball 1. Barone has 2 strikeouts so far, correct? Yes. I don't think we're going to hit that total of 20, but I like the confidence. 1-0 pitch. Did he go? He did. Strike 1. I think that was more of it was in the zone than him going for it, but still, strike is a strike. 1-1. Have a solid crowd out here tonight, folks, especially in the middle of a school day. As that one a bit off target for ball 2. Cardinals get a lot of fans showing up here for the weekend games. Two and 1, shoots that one up. Jalen makes the diving catch. He's got it again. Another great catch for Jalen Williams out there. Boy, he has just been having a fantastic season in the outfield. As this will bring up
Third
number
baseman,
29,
J.D. Robinson.
J.D. Robinson. See if Robinson can get anything going against Barone. Nice curve there, strike 1. 0-1 count. Barone taking his time. Wind up pitch. Oh, did that get? That looked like it almost got him. Down the middle though, strike 2. From my perspective, because I'm sitting a little bit off of home plate, a little bit to the left of home plate, that looked like it almost nicked him. Outside.
Had plenty of play.
1 and 2. Nasty pitch there by Barone. Got a nice reaction from the crowd. Again, very nice crowd out here tonight. Or today, I guess. That one got away from DeAngeli for ball 2. Evens the count up at 2 and 2. Two and 2 pitch. He knocks that one up. Williams again. That's 3 great plays by Jalen Williams and 2 quick outs. Williams probably saw Moises Aristi getting his teammate getting that Player of the Week award and was like, I want one.
Number 34, Kai Higginson.
I don't blame him. Kai Higginson up next for the Knights. His first pitch, just a bit low, ball 1. Next pitch, he knocks that one up. Aristi makes the catch, fires, got it! He got it, and the Cardinals get another 1-2-3 up, 1-2-3 down. We've got a pitching duel in our hands, folks. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth as we're halfway through game one of this first doubleheader. We'll be right back.
We are halfway through game one. Catonsville 1, Essex 0.
Tommy, it does not take much for one to lift somebody up and throw them down. I wonder if a fall from here could do some damage. You want to find out? You're probably right, but you can't kill my confidence. We signed Judge. I hope the Mariners do incredibly well, and I hope that they will finish off Houston once and for all. They won't. I hope they do. It's a pitcher's duel, right? Making so much contact, you'd think.
In the fourth for Catonsville, left fielder number 17, Jalen Williams.
And we are back in this pitcher's duel. It doesn't feel like a pitcher's duel. I was just talking to my stat guru, Tommy, and he mentioned, the amount of big plays we've seen. It shouldn't be a pitcher's duel, but it is. Jalen Williams up to bat for the Cardinals. He's made some fantastic catches so far. See if he can help out the Cards here, and he gets ball one. Williams' dad filled in for yours truly. We'll finish that thought later as he chops that one up to the third baseman. Quick throw. Did he get there in time? He did. Out number one. Like I was saying, Jalen Williams, his dad filled in for me during one game I wasn't able to cover. Did a pretty good job.
Shortstop number 11, Moises Aristi Jr.
Moises Aristi Jr. up next for the Cardinals. Again, you notice, the reason we call him the Dust Devil is because he always, as he makes good contact there, second baseman's on it though, is going to make a quick throw. There's out number two. Aristi always plays rough to the point that he will dive into the dirt to try and make a play, and he will dirty up that uniform, but it'll work. You also, noticeably, you may have noticed, his shirt is noticeably kind of untucked a little bit, kind of gives him an interesting character. Tony DeAngeli up next for the Cardinals. They already have 2 outs here, as this game is just flying past, as there's ball one. Trevor Vera pitching an excellent game. 2-0. DeAngeli trying to give the Cardinals something here to extend their lead. Oh, well, that is something. He gets beamed right in the thigh, and he will walk it off.
Rub some dirt on it.
DeAngeli will head over to first. Well, I mean, that is something. It's probably not what Tony DeAngeli wanted.
Nick Sturgio.
Meanwhile, the big cat's up next, Nick Sturgio. I mentioned those little rituals that players do before they step into the batter's box. And Nick's is the first one I really picked up on that was interesting. He draws a cross in the dirt with the butt of his bat, and then he'll stand on top of the cross and take a slow practice swing before stepping up. First pitch, did he go? No, ball one. A chance to talk with Sturgio's dad a couple of days ago before one of the games. Very nice gentleman. Very proud of his son. Sturgio slaps that one. They will say it went fair. They're going to try and get him at first. They will. So Essex continues this torrid pace defensively, but they still haven't been able to get anything done offensively. We're headed to the 5th inning of this game, which is just blown past as this pitcher's duel continues. We'll be right back.
No runs, no hits, a hit batsman and 1 left for Catonsville in the fourth. We played 4 complete. Catonsville 1, Essex 0.
We're already in the 5th. We've only played for an hour. Oh man, the softball flashbacks intensify. Oh no, poor Nick. Oh no.
good because I want to be able to. I want to be able to.
Don't jinx it though.
Yeah. Hey, hey. Good man. Hey, that was a big prediction. That requires a big knock. Come on, man. Have you learned nothing from working here?
I mean, I'm certainly happy with the way things are going, but
Remember, we can state facts and we can say what we hope happens, but we can't make predictions because then the baseball gods will laugh at us and do funny things. That little Wasker situation they had third was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He stole first.
He was trying to steal third. Cecil just turns around and stares at him and watches like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
To the fifth we go for Essex designated hitter number 2, Joey Galloway.
Joey Galloway will lead off this inning for Essex as the Knights try to get something going in this classic pitcher's duel between these two rival schools. It's been a fun one so far and a quick one. We've only been on the air for about an hour. Galloway knocks that one fair. Ooh, it got away from Valdez. Bounced back. He lost track of where it is. Aristi running over. Galloway, he tripped while trying to get around first. He's going to head to second. They got him. Or did they?
He ran to the first baseman, so
No, they're going to call interference. He ran into the first baseman. So Galloway will get to second. A mistake by Nick Sturgio prevented what could have been a Cardinals out there. Galloway, it looks like he tripped. I think he may have collided with Sturgio. He tripped some, and as he was getting back to his feet, he got to second just as Perez made the out. But they're going to say interference. And that is the tying run that is necessary as number 3, Shais Roman, comes up to the plate. Big gusts of wind coming through the field right now. Roman going for the bunt. It's a good bunt. Barone fires. Won't get there in time. And Essex has 2 on. First and third. Runner in scoring position. Finally, the Knights are getting something going here as a fantastic bunt by Shais Roman
Catcher number 36, Jesse
puts
Downey.
Essex in a chance to win here. Now Barone has got to tighten up, get the Cardinals out of this situation. Jesse Downey, the catcher, up next. Barone taking his time. Downey's going to try a bunt. Barone will throw high, ball 1. Nice little contingent of Essex players here showing their support. You probably picked that up on the microphone in the background. Downey will go for another bunt. He bunts it foul, and it lands behind us for strike 1. Essex right now really focused on trying to bring Galloway home at third, and I think they can do it if Downey gets a good enough bunt. It'll be close, though. 1-1. Again, and he bunts it foul. Heads up. 1-2 count for Jesse Downey as Essex continues to try and go for the bunt here. One and two. Barone's pitch. They're going to try and steal second. They'll take it. Two and two is the count. Pitch. He fouls that one away. Bounces off of our catch fence. Essex has a little camera they're using to film the event. I think it just got knocked out of balance. So if you're an Essex fan watching that stream, that may be why. 2-2 count. Downey pops it up. Sturgio calls for it. He's underneath it. He makes the play. That's the first out. 2 runners still in scoring position for the Cardinals. If they can get out of this, this will be legendary. Daniel Salgado, the second baseman, will come up to bat. Number 5. As he will wait patiently, shrugs shoulders, crosses himself. Again, love the little rituals that players do. First pitch, he pops that one foul. Strike one. Oh, and one pitch. Barone throws. Salgado bunts. It's a good bunt. Barone throws. Safe, and this game is tied. A great bunt by Daniel Salgado has tied this thing up 1-1. As this has been the first inning we've really seen where a player has had any difficult, a pitcher that is. Unfortunately, it appears it's going to be the Cardinals.
Left fielder number 10, Huáscar Vicente Martinez.
Huáscar Vicente Martinez up next for the Knights, trying to keep this momentum going for them. Barone throws, swing and a miss, strike one. You see Sturgio, the big cat, very careful with Salgado over at first. Roman over at third, taking a big lead off. Bunt attempt again. Valdez scoops it up, gets it to D'Angeli. Out number 2. Maybe they could get another one. As Salgado runs it to third. No. That's going to be the second out. As Essex is just interesting there that D'Angeli did not throw to third,
11,
but there wasn't anyone there, I don't think. This will bring up Likeri Jimenez. Cardinals have 2 outs. Runners on first and third. The score 1-1 here in the top of the 5th. First pitch, runner going to second. They're instead going to try and pick the runner off at third. Martinez will take second. 1-0. Big slap up into right center field. Back. It's gone. A 3-run home run for Essex, and they have just opened the floodgates. That is the second home run of the season for Likeri Jimenez. Makes it 4-1 in favor of Essex, and the Cardinals find themselves in a hole in what has been a very rough inning. They still have 2 outs now, as this will bring up once again number 22, Sammy Cannella. This has been a struggle for Catonsville. First pitch, strike one. Barone just has to close out this inning. There's another big smash into center field. Back. Are you kidding me? Back-to-back home runs. Cannella strikes. That is his second home run of the season. It's 5-0. 5-1, excuse me.
Third baseman number 29, J.D. Robinson.
This will bring up J.D. Robinson, number 29, as what was a close-fought pitcher's duel has devolved into a shellacking courtesy of the Knights as they lead 5-1 after back-to-back home runs. First pitch to, oh, it scraped him. And that's going to send Robinson to first. So bring up number 34, Kai Higginson, as Barone has been struggling mightily here in the bottom of in the top of the 5th. First pitch. Line drive right past the pitcher, right past the second baseman, back into center field. Ramirez drops it, fires. Hagenson will take second. Runners advance to third and second.
Designated hitter number 2, Joey Galloway.
As Barone just has to get out of this inning. We're back to Joey Galloway as Essex has gone through every single one of their batters. As here comes pitching coach Justin Riggin to talk things over with Barone. So after a discussion over at the mound, Barone will be left out there as he tries to close out this inning. Cardinals only need 1 out to get out of this situation. This close-fought game, again, has devolved into a just dominant performance by Essex in this top of the 5th. And we're back where we started with Joey Galloway. He makes contact, line drive. Perez catches it, throws to Sturgio. That'll bring it into the inning. So, this game, the complexion of this game has completely transformed. Essex scores 5 runs, and we go from a 1-0 Catonsville lead to a 5-0 Essex lead, as now Catonsville needs to figure out their offense and start scoring. We'll be right back.
I have 7 for Essex.
Okay, so in that inning, I got the bunt to the pitcher.
I think I might have given him a hit on the bunt. That was a fielder's choice, but because I don't think I have a button for fielder's choice that would have put him on first after fielder's choice.
Okay, I think the play at the plate, the squeeze is not a base hit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
I just don't know how to do it on the computer to make it.
We need to change the hits to 6.
Yeah, edit. And then the red hits on the top. And then 6. And then enter. There you go.
You're in agreement on that, right?
Yeah, I would have 6 if I didn't give him that bunt single.
Well, I understand the mechanics, but it's definitely a fielder's choice. Not
Yeah, I agree.
All right, make it short.
It's crunch time for the Cardinals as we enter the bottom of the 5th. Pistol Pete Howell, the designated hitter, will try and get the Cardinals comeback started here. Gainesville's been in situations like this all season, but they have always fought through it. They fought to the bitter end. Vera's first pitch outside, ball 1. See if Howell can get something started for the Cardinals. It's very rare that the Cardinals find themselves in a one-sided affair. There's ball 2. Normally, their games will come down to the wire. If you've been watching these contests, it has almost always been close. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Cardinals have not shown a lot of patience today, as we have a very low-flying Southwest jet going overhead. My goodness. Three and 1 count for Howell. He was walked earlier. Pitch. It'll be ball 4, and Howell will take a Wednesday afternoon stroll over to first, as this will bring up Alex Valdez, the third baseman. Valdez had that insane game against Orange County where he had 5 RBIs, a home run, and 2 doubles. See if he can change something here. He gets a big piece of that one, pops it up into center field. Center fielder is back, calling for it. He's got it. And that's the first out. The Big Dipper,
Right
Miles
fielder
Bowens,
number
up next.
18, Miles Bowens.
Howell taking a big lead off of first. Bowens awaits his first pitch. He will ground it right to the first baseman. They'll try to get Howell out at second. They won't. So there's the second out, but Howell does get into scoring position over at second, as this will bring up Orlando Perez Jr.
Second baseman number 1, Orlando Perez Jr.
The Cardinals could get at least one run here and start a comeback. That would be ideal. First pitch, line drive up to the second baseman. He'll make the throw to first, and that'll bring it into the inning. Cardinals, unfortunately, they leave one stranded. We head to the sixth. We've got 2 more innings to go as Catonsville getting desperate to survive. Now it looks like we will have a pitching change for Catonsville, as entering the contest for the Cardinals to pitch will be freshman number 24, Noah Unglesby from Westminster, Maryland, as he enters the contest to try and pick up the pieces and get Catonsville out of this jam. A 5-1 hole. Unglesby's season so far, he's made 3 appearances, ERA of 15, which is the lowest among all Catonsville pitchers, but again, he hasn't played that much. He's only pitched 3 total innings. He allows a batting average of .308, which is lower than some Cardinal players above him.
Pitching change for Catonsville, now doing the pitching, number 24, Noah Unglesby.
See what Unglesby can do here to help the Cardinals out in this situation that they found themselves in.
What did Galloway do to make the last out?
Ground out to second.
Grounded the second.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Tommy.
In the sixth for Essex, right fielder number 3, Shais Roman.
Shais Roman will lead off this inning for the Knights as they try to continue from where they last left off with that dominant 5th inning. Remember, we have an entire full game to go after this contest. But Catonsville would very much not like to drop another game in the extremely competitive Region 20. First pitch, Roman pops it up. Could be playable. No, it will go foul for strike 1. We have seen a lot of contact in this game from both teams. It's just that Essex has been able to capitalize on that contact. 0-1 count for Unglesby. Unglesby will pop that one up into shallow right center field. Ramirez makes the catch, and that's out number 1. This will bring up number 36.
Catcher number 36, Jesse Downey.
Jesse Downey. First pitch, ball 1. Outside, ball 2. 2-0 count. Down in the dirt, ball 3. A 3-0 count here for Downey. Pitch. Outside, ball 4. Downey will walk to first. And now this will bring up Daniel Salgado, the second baseman, as we reach the bottom of the order.
Second baseman number 5, Daniel Salgado.
As Unglesby tries to pick off Downey at first. I think that's the first time today we've seen a pickoff attempt. No. First pitch, strike 1. Next pitch, ball 1, evens up the count. One and one. Unglesby's pitch, a bit outside, ball 2. 2-1. It makes the throw 3-1. As Unglesby is struggling here to put Salgado away. Throws, pops up, and that'll bring us to a full count. 3-2. Ball 4, and that's going to be a second straight walk. Put 2 on. Back to the top of the order we go. Huáscar Vicente Martinez.
Top of the order for Essex, leadoff hitter number 10, left fielder Huáscar Vicente Martinez.
As here comes head coach Dan Blue out to the mound for a visit. Is Unglesby done? He is. So not even an entire inning, and the freshman will get pulled. Coming into the game now for the Cardinals to pitch will be number 14, sophomore pitcher from Orlando, Florida, Max Cutts. Let's see if he can make a difference here for the Cardinals. Cutts' season so far, he has made 5 appearances, record of 0-1, an ERA of 6.75. He's pitched 6.2 innings, allows a batting average of .241, a solid reliever for Catonsville. Cuts takes his warm-up pitches. We will be right back. So Max Cuts enters the game for the Cardinals, their second relief pitcher. They try and help the Cardinals out of this jam. His first pitch, big hit by Martinez, back by the wall. It's gone. A 3-run home run for Huáscar Martinez makes it 8-1 in favor of Essex.
Shortstop number 11, Likeri Taveras Jimenez.
That is Martinez's first home run of the season, actually. How about that? This will bring up Likeri Jimenez. And he gets a big contact, knocks that back into center field. Ramirez will make the catch, and that'll be the second out. Finally, something happens positively here for the Cardinals, but they still trail 8-1.
22,
Two outs, Sammy Cannella up next for the Knights. Strike one. Big gusts of wind coming through here. See if it has any impact on the pitch. Not at the moment, there's ball one. As you can see, there's a huge cloud of dust going across. Oh, there's a dust tornado going through the infield. As that gives Miles Bowens a dust bath out in the right field. One and one pitch. Cuts his release. Cuts back inside. Ball two. 2-1 count here for Cannella. He hits a grounder, gets past Valdez, lines down into left field. Cannella makes it to first. He will round to second and make it there for a double as the onslaught continues for Essex. And keep in mind, folks, Essex only needs to score 3 more runs in order to get an automatic victory via mercy rule. It would be the first time all season, actually, excuse me, the second time that this has happened for the Cardinals. They did have something happen like this back during their Florida road trip to begin the year, as this will now bring up number 29, J.D. Robinson. He has to duck away for that first pitch, ball one. One and oh. The pitch. He makes good contact, but that one will go foul. Might be playable, won't. Valdez was chasing it down, so it'll stay foul, and that'll be strike one. One and one. 1-1. Canella teasing, cuts off of second. High pitch, ball 2. Canella was dancing out there off of second. Pitch. Inside, ball 3. Three and 1 count for Robinson. Pitch. He'll foul that out. Strike 2. And Robinson has a full count. As Coach Blue is coming out again, are we going to get another pitching change? Doesn't look like it. Normally when Coach Blue heads out to the mound, that you know that the pitcher may be done for the day. No one's warming up in the bullpen, though, so doesn't look like it. It's a bit odd. Normally, it's Justin Riggin, the pitching coach, who will come out just to have a discussion. Coach Blue, I think, wanted to say something there. It's a full count here, 2 outs for the Cardinals as they try to get J.D. Robinson out and bring to an end this 6th. Runner's going to try and take third. Ball 4. That may have, did it get him?
First baseman number
Regardless,
34,
it'll send him over to
Higginson.
first. As this will bring up Kai Higginson. This game approaching the 2-hour mark. It was a very fast-paced game for the first few innings, as there's strike 1 for Higginson, but it has definitely slowed down here as the Cardinals just can't seem to get Essex out. Higginson gets a big hit here and gets to hold that thought as they try to pick off Canella over at second. If Higginson could get a big hit here, he could possibly end this game early with a home run. And that would automatically enact the mercy rule and bring it into this contest. Canella will try to take third. They're going to run. They got him, and that'll bring it into the 6th, thankfully. So the score heading into the bottom of the 6th, 8-1, Catonsville desperately trying to force a comeback here as they trail by 7. We'll be right back.
Three runs, 2 hits for Essex in the top of the 6th. We played 5.5. Essex 8, Catonsville 1. We go top of the order for Catonsville in the 6th, 7 number 27, Angelo Ramirez.
It's a crucial inning here for the Cardinals as they try to retake the lead in Game 1 of their doubleheader. They trail by 7 as Angelo Ramirez will lead off, and he looks to bunt there, gets strike 1. Cardinals have been unable to get past pitcher Trevor Vera almost all day, with the exception of 1 run back in the first, as there's ball 1. Next pitch, low, ball 2. A difficult situation for the Cardinals to be in. Another pitch, low. It's ball 3. Jello went away from a stroll out to first. The wind has really been picking up here. Outside, ball 4. Jello will walk. This will bring up J-Dubs, Jalen Williams, and of course all eyes are on whether or not Jello will get another stolen base. He's got 24 on the year. It's not really a question of whether he will, it's on what pitch will he, because you know he will. Well, they'll immediately try and pick him off. The pickoff attempt sails past the first baseman. Jello will make it to second. He will round the bases to third. Can he go even further? He makes it to third and he'll stay there. How about Angelo Ramirez? A 2-for-1 special off of that failed pickoff attempt. Now Jalen Williams has a runner in scoring position. He will dodge away from the first pitch for ball 1. Honestly, even if it's just a little bit of momentum, the Cardinals will take it. Just something, anything for Catonsville, as here's a big cloud of dust coming up. Wow, look at that. That's ball 2. That is bathing the bullpen and dugout for Essex, as we may have a discussion coming up here, and we will. The first mound discussion of the game for Essex. As head coach Tim O'Brien heads out there. Vera has been excellent so far today, with the exception of that first. Back to the action we go. Vera throws ball 3. Not looking as stingy as he did earlier. There he throws a low one for strike 1. As we got another big gust of wind coming through. See if this has any effect. Pitch fouled off, strike 2. And Williams is faced with the full count. Williams chops that one foul. Got a good piece of it, too. Three and two count for Williams. And he smashes that one deep into center field. Center fielder is back, off the wall. It went off the wall. Ramirez will come home to score. An RBI double for Jalen Williams. Brings home Ramirez. He scores his second run of the game. And the Cardinals get one back. They're within 6 with the Dust Devil, Moises Aristi Jr. up next.
11, Moises Aristi Jr.
That is Jalen Williams' 4th double of the season. Count it. I'm called time there for a second. Outside, ball 1. The reigning NJCAA Baseball Player of the Week. See what he can do. Oh, he almost got beamed in the head. He had to duck for ball 2. And it's a 2-0 count. As Zavira showing some signs of weakness here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 pitch. Aristi gets a piece of that one, fouls it off the catch fence for strike 1. There's a ground ball up the right field line. They're going to make the out anyway. 1 away. Williams advances to 3rd, as this will bring up Tony DeAngeli.
Catcher number 25, Tony DeAngeli.
Meanwhile, out in the Essex bullpen, Joey Galloway is warming up. In case Essex wants to put a closing pitcher in, they do have the option now. Outside, ball 1. One and 0. The pitch. Low, ball 2. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. DeAngeli wanted that. And he does make good contact. Gets past the 3rd baseman. Williams will score. It'll be an RBI single here for Tony DeAngeli. And the Cardinals make it 8-3. They are within 5. As this will bring up the big cat, Nick Sturgio.
First baseman number 22, Nick Sturgio.
First pitch low, ball 1. Cardinals do have an out to give, so even if they get an out here, won't be the end of it just yet. The throw, low, ball 2. Vera. I wonder if the wind is having any effect on Vera's pitches, because it is noticeably windier now than it was at the start of this game. That may be causing some issues for him. 2-0 pitch, he throws. Sturgio almost went, he waits, ball 3. As catcher now coming up, we're going to have an infield visit, it looks like. As both shortstop and catcher come up to discuss things over with the pitcher. Folks, while we have this brief time, I want to point out, if you want to learn more about everything going on in the world of CCBC Catonsville athletics, including our baseball team, go on to the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals website and go to the tab that says Inside the Nest to check out our all-new podcast, Inside the Nest, your in-depth look at the world of CCBC Catonsville Cardinals athletics. New episodes streaming each month. You can find individual links to each episode on our website, along with full episodes uploaded to our YouTube page. That's Inside the Nest, your in-depth look at the world of CCBC Catonsville Cardinals athletics. Had a fun last episode we did. Interview with Athletic Director Leslie Ray. Pitch, ball 4. Sturgio will walk, and there's 2 on for the Cardinals. As Pistol Pete is up next. Pete Howell.
Designated hitter number 16, Pete Howell.
And that looks like it's going to be it for Trevor Vera, as he has been struggling here. Designated hitter Joey Galloway, number 2, is going to come up to pitch. On the season, Joey Galloway has made 4 appearances with a record of 0-1. He's pitched 12 innings with an ERA of 6 and an allowed batting average of .239. And the good news for Essex is because Galloway is also the designated hitter, you don't think he has to get taken out of the lineup.
Galloway moves from DH.
So while
to
Galloway
pitcher.
will take his
So
practice
Essex loses
swings,
the DH.
we will take this opportunity to take a break. We'll be right back.
Not very often do you see a pitcher with more balls than strikes. Only about 3 runs. It's pretty crazy.
I listened to him. It's like, you know what? Objectively better. I will fight someone under that.
All this AI stuff, people are just gonna make albums sound like they're some person now. So
Sometimes, you know, when said person says stuff that, you know, pisses off an entire group of people, maybe it's necessary. Okay.
Done the damage.
So here we are after that pitching change. Galloway going to try and close this first game out for Essex. Remember, we still have one more inning to go. As Pete Howell tries to give the Cardinals a spark. There's ball one. The momentum is already on Catonsville's side. There's a chance here to keep that momentum going. We'll see what happens. 1-0 pitch for Galloway. Throws outside again, ball two. Essex pitchers have thrown more balls than strikes today. You normally don't see a team only allow 3 runs when that happens. It's been a weird game, the only type of game that can happen during one of these sibling rivalry matches. Pitch. High, ball 2. Ball 3, excuse me.
Won at least 2 in all in the last 4 hitters.
Howell is 1 ball away from a bases loaded situation. See what he can. It's not what Essex wants right here. 3-0 pitch. That time Galloway tightens up for strike 1. Galloway keeping his eyes on D'Angeli at second. The 3-1 pitch. Smacked up. It's going to land in front of the right fielder. A single for Pete Howell, and he loads the bases, excuse me. A much-needed hit for the Cardinals as Alex Valdez comes up to the plate.
Third baseman number 8, Alex Valdez.
Valdez, of course, had that fantastic game against Orange County. He also had a great game as a relief pitcher against Erie Community College, which he won for the Cardinals. Excellent two-way player. As he belts that one deep into center field. It's back, it's back, it's back, it's back. Is it gone? Is it over? Is it over? It is! It's a grand slam for Alex Valdez, and it's a 1-run game for the Cardinals. What a shot by Valdez! Who counted this team out? Who counted this team out?
Right fielder number 18, Miles Bowens.
As Miles Bowens comes up to bat, the Cardinals went from being down 7, are down 1. This team does not give up the fight. Pitch. Fouled off, strike one. I think that went in front of our camera shot. Oh, and one pitch. That one didn't even reach the base before it hit the dirt. Ball two. Ball one, excuse me. Ball one. One and one count. Swing and a miss by Bowen. Strike two. You can see the momentum has fully shifted in the direction of Catonsville here. 1-2 pitch from Galloway. Bowen swings, misses. That's out number two. As this will bring up Orlando Perez Jr. as the Cardinals have cycled through their entire batting order here in the bottom of the sixth. And in the process have gotten themselves a pretty nice comeback going. The job's not finished yet, though. See if Perez can give the Cardinals an exclamation point. Pitch. Just outside, ball one. Swing, made some contact there. We'll count that as foul. Might have actually hit the catcher. Strike one. It did hit the catcher as he's taking some time. One of his teammates coming out to check, make sure he's okay. Jesse Downey got a shot there from that foul ball. That's gotta hurt. 1-1. Pitch. Low, ball two. Two and one, the pitch. That one was on target, strike two. Cardinals are down to their last strike of the inning. Throw, oh, big strike into left center field. Center fielder's gonna call for it and make the catch. That'll bring it into the inning, but what an inning it was. The Cardinals headed to the seventh, down one after being down 7 to start off the inning.
6 runs across.
A 6-run inning for Catonsville as we head to the 7th. Cardinals need to hold Essex at bay and then try and complete the comeback at the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back.
In the 7th for Essex, first baseman number 34, Kai Higginson.
Kai Higginson will lead off the top of the 7th for the Knights as they try to claw back their lead. They still lead by 1 as he fouls that one away for strike 1, but unfortunately, the Cardinals scored 6 and made this a 1-run game. Max Cuts still in for the Cardinals. He throws low pitch, ball 1, 1-1 count. One and one. The throw. A good eye, but nope. Just 1 second, folks. Have some microphone issues here as Higginson pops that one up to the pitcher, makes the throw to first and a quick out. Apologies for all that background noise, folks. Had a loose part of my microphone I had to screw back into place.
Pitcher number 2,
fuzz protector.
Joey Galloway.
That's the first out as the pitcher, Joey Galloway, is up next. See what he can do. The wind really starting to play an effect here for this in this match. It's blowing towards the outfield. As there is strike 1, a swing and a miss for Galloway, so you know that any ball that's hit well is going to be carried. Good pitch by Cuts, ball 2, strike 2, excuse me. And big gusts of wind coming through here. That one taken outside, ball 1. The good news is it's not an icy wind for now, but it is strong. Pitch, swing, and dropped strike. DeAngeli throws. They got him at first. 2 away for the Cardinals. And now number 3,
Right fielder number 3,
Shais Roman. The Cardinals can get him out. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th with a chance to win it. Essex still clings to a 1-run lead. Trying to extend it here, give them some more breathing room. They've out-hit the Cardinals 8-6. Both teams have committed an error each. First pitch by Cuts, outside just a tad, ball 1. One and 0. Wind up pitch. You can hear Cuts' frustration there as he gets called for ball 2. Despite that ball being pretty much on target. Umpire's discretion, that is. 2-0 count. Cuts his pitch, swung on. That'll be strike 1. May have made some contact there. Popped out of DeAngeli's glove. 2-1 count for Roman. Pitch. Roman grounds it. Valdez is on it. Throws across to Sturgio. He makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down, and we head to the bottom of the 7th. The Cardinals with a chance to get the win. We will be right back.
Essex down in order in the 7th. Middle of the 7th inning. Essex 8, Catonsville 7.
What's your name again, man? I didn't catch it. Jorge. What position do you play? I pitch. Oh, you're a pitcher. Nice. All right. I haven't seen you this year. Redshirting?
Situation happened. I'm not eligible this year. But I'll be back next year.
All right, next year.
Yeah.
I better see you out there next year. Thanks for joining us, man. Come on, this guy's tired from batting all day. You got him.
it all comes down to this, and the Cardinals are at the top of the order as we begin the bottom of the 7th. One last chance here for Catonsville to either force extras or get the win. And game 1 of this 2-game doubleheader. Game 2 will be coming up shortly after this one. It's been a thriller. Cardinals were down 8-1 at the start of the last inning. They scored 6 unanswered runs to make it 8-7, and now is Jello time. Angelo Ramirez will lead off, and he gets strike 1. Jello's made some good plays in the outfield today, but he's also scored 2 runs for the Cardinals. Second pitch, fouls that off, slams into the safety netting in front of the stands for strike 2. And an 0-2 hole here for Jello. He's good at getting out of these. Shows a lot of patience when he gets down and count. 0-2. Low pitch, ball 1. A 1-2 count for Ramirez. Ramirez chops it. Will they count it fair? They will. Ooh! First baseman ran into the umpire. Jello gets to first. He will wait there. There was a collision between the first baseman and the umpire as the ball skated down the right field line, stayed fair long enough, rolled foul, and Ramirez gets to first. As this will bring up J-Dubs, Jalen Williams. Tying run is at first, winning run is at the plate. Williams swings, gets a piece of it, knocks it foul, strike 1. High pitch, ball 1. An even count here for Williams, 1-1. Two and 1. Ramirez showing a lot of restraint there at first. I'm surprised he hasn't run yet. Throw. Down the middle, strike 2. Count is evened up once again, 2-2. They're try a pick off Ramirez at first, won't go. We'll wait for the next pitch. See, Ramirez is getting into the head of Galloway here. He's really getting into his head. That's the second straight pickoff attempt. They know how dangerous Ramirez is out there. All it takes is one slip up in concentration and he'll be off. Ramirez will take off inside. Can he get there in time? He will. Another stolen base. That's either 25 or 26 for Angelo Ramirez. I'll have to check my notes in a second. But he is up to second, and it is a 3-2 count for Jalen Williams. No outs, 1 on, 8-7, bottom of the 7th. Galloway's pitch. Ramirez chops it up into the gap into center field. Ramirez is going to come home. He will make it. Tie game. Williams singles Ramirez home, and this game is tied. And now all the Cardinals need is one more run. We're either going to extras or we're winning this thing.
Shortstop number 11, Moises Aristi Jr.
The trend from the last 3 series the Cardinals have played is that game 1 does go to extras, folks, so keep that in mind.
3 RBIs for Williams.
Moises Aristi up next. He gets strike 1.
Williams has 3 RBIs.
That's the 3rd RBI of the game for Jalen Williams. Throw. Outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pitching coach Justin Riggin telling Moises, deep breaths, deep breaths. One and 2. The pitch. Aristi went for it. By the way the catcher's acting, I think it may have glanced off of his hand. Did hit his right hand. One and 2. Pitch. Inside, Williams trying to take second. He gets it. A stolen base for Jalen Williams. And a 2-2 count for Aristi. That is the 6th stolen base of the season for Jalen Williams. Galloway keeping his eyes on Williams. Throws. Aristi pops that one up. Galloway calls for it. Instead, his third baseman comes over to grab it instead, and that is the first out of the inning. Williams remains at second. Aristi pops out, and this will bring up Tony DeAngeli.
Catcher number 25, Tony DeAngeli. First baseman number 22, Nick Sturgio.
As they intentionally walk DeAngeli, so instead they'll have Nick Sturgio come up. 2 on. Interesting strategy here by Essex. I think they're thinking they've done a better job at getting Sturgio out today than DeAngeli. I think they're thinking they'll have a better chance with the bottom of Catonsville's order. It is true, the bottom of the order has struggled a bit today. Sturgio pops that one foul, strike 1. It's a bold strategy. It could backfire on them. Keep that in mind. Oh and 1. Williams taking a big lead off of second. Galloway's pitch low. Ball 1. One and 1. Pitch. Sturgio slaps that one up into left field. It'll be caught. There's out number 2. And this will bring up Pete Howell now as the Cardinals are down to their last out.
Hitter, number 16, Pete Howell.
I'm going to instruct my stat guy, Tommy, because I said it earlier. If this goes to extras, Tommy, that's my fault. You have permission to whap me with something. That's on me. Commentator's curse is very real here. Here we go. 2 outs, 2 on. 8 to 8. Bottom of the 7th. First pitch down the middle, strike 1. Oh and 1. Howell knocks it foul. Almost took out the first base coach's head. And the Cardinals are down to their final strike. That one gets away from the catcher. He missed. He lost track of where it is. Williams is going to come home. He's got it. Cardinals win. Cardinals win. Jalen Williams scores as the catcher loses track of where the ball is. I don't believe it. They were down 8-1. They win it 9-8. What a comeback. What a performance and what a finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first game of our doubleheader. Final score, Catonsville 9 and Essex 8.
And here I was afraid that the baseball gods were about to punish me for saying we were going to extras. The Cardinals win it 9-8. Jalen Williams, the hero of the game, with 3 RBIs. He has the hit that ties it up, and he scores the winning run off of a wild pitch by Joey Galloway. 9-8, the Cardinals win. That might be the most impressive victory of the season. I know they beat Delaware Tech earlier this year 22-5, but this was more impressive. Being down 8-1 and winning, and all it took was 2 innings. That's incredible. Well, folks, that's going to do it for Game 1 of our doubleheader. 30 minutes from now, we're going to have Game 2. Same channel, different live stream. We'll be sure to have that up as soon as we can. We thank you for joining us today in this wild Game 1. We've got another game to go. This is Isaac Donsky signing off. We will see you in just a bit.